The largest cruise ship in the world has just left the shipyard and she's on her way to the south of France to receive her finishing touches. Carnival Cruise Line is changing their tune as they begin to roll out limited pre-cruise testing in port. And we have two ships restarting operations out of Florida. Another cruise line is hopping on the around the world cruise bandwagon. Plus, today's the day the border is now open for Brits to come take a cruise out of the US. All this coming up on Midships. Hey, welcome to the Midships YouTube channel. I'm your Captain Corey, and I'd like to welcome you aboard the beautiful MSC Divina. I'm currently en route to Nassau, Bahamas. We're scheduled to get in about 30 minutes time, so hopefully right about when I'm done filming for today's episode, I get to hop off the ship and head into port in Nassau, Bahamas. Now, we've got tons of cruise news to cover in today's episode, but before we do, I want to remind you that down in the description box below this video, there are links to all the articles that we're going to cover in today's episode. Also, while you're looking around down there, there are some Amazon affiliate links to cruise swag that I think you'll find really great for your next cruise. You should check them out because even if you click on the link, it helps support the channel just a little bit. Now let's hop straight into some cruise restart news coming out of Florida. From cruisehive.com by Robert McGilvery, Holland America's newest cruise ship begins sailings from Florida. After completing her first transatlantic voyage back on November the 3rd, Holland America Line's newest cruise ship is now sailing to the Bahamas. And please excuse the shaky camera. I'm on the aft of the ship and we are rocking today at sea. We had like 13 or 15 foot seas last night. Everybody was getting sick. All right, back to the article. After completing her first transatlantic voyage November 3rd, Holland America's newest ship is now sailing to the Bahamas. Rotterdam set sail from her home port of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, a couple days ago on November 5th. The ship is expected to sail a wide variety of Caribbean cruises until May of next year, ranging from 5 all the way up to 21 days. Okay, so it's officially like an earthquake in this room right now. So I'm going to put a pause on recording for a minute. Maybe I'll just hold the camera. Oh, look what's behind me. It looks like we're rolling into Nassau right now, a little bit earlier than expected. So what a treat for you guys. Yeah, I'm going this way. Check that out right now. Beautiful. All right, the ship's kind of settling down a little bit. I'm going to keep it moving here on the cruise news. So let's hop into a little bit more restart news. Why don't we? From cruiseindustrynews.com, Celebrity Constellation resumes services from Tampa, Florida. The Celebrity Constellation is welcoming guests back on board today, and she becomes the 10th celebrity cruise ship to resume passenger services. I gotta hold the camera again. The 2002 built vessel is also marking the brand's return to Tampa after a 13-year hiatus. Starting with today's departure, the Constellation is offering a program of various Caribbean itineraries out of Port Tampa Bay. All right, I'm gonna give you a little quick update. We are turning around in the basin here in Nassau, Bahamas. I think on this side right here, that is the tip of the Atlantis Resort. Also interesting, we're the only ship in port today in Nassau. I'm not sure if somebody's coming or going in a few hours. I think it's just going to be us today, so that's kind of cool. I may actually get off the ship for the first time in a while in Nassau, Bahamas. From Rus Tourism News by Ulia Torre. Princess Cruises announces 2024 World Cruise to 51 must-see destinations. Are you dreaming of exploring the far corners of the globe and only unpacking one time? Look no further than the 2024 World Cruise, carefully crafted by the experts at Princess Cruise Lines for the ultimate journey of a lifetime. On sale November 11th, Island Princess, the cruise line's largest ship, will sail the world cruise goes on sale November 11th, and you'll be sailing aboard the Island Princess. And like usual, I like showing you guys the map of the world. So what an awesome opportunity to sail around the world with yet another cruise line. All right, let's shift gears here over to Carnival Cruise Line, who a few months back said, yeah, we're all in on this at the pier or at the port, whatever you want to say, COVID testing right before your cruise. And then time went on, nothing really happened. All of a sudden they came out and said, no, we're not going to do it. It's not feasible. It's not financially, something that we want to spend our money on. But then you see other cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, for instance, come out and say, hey, we got testing. I guess Carnival might be seeing the light now, or some may say their chickens are coming home to roost. If you look through any of the Facebook groups for cruises, like the 24 hours before your embarkation, people are constantly commenting on there like, I didn't get my test results. I have to fly out. I don't know what to do. What happens if I get there and my test isn't done on time? So this has become a huge thing, and that's why I'm such an advocate of the home test kits, the Abbott BinaX Now self-swab kits. I'll leave some links in the description below. You can buy them from EMED, you can buy them from OPTUM, you can buy them from Royal Caribbean. They work on all the major cruise lines. It doesn't matter which store you bought them from. I'm on MSC right now, and I bought my kits from the Royal Caribbean testing kit store. But they all send the Abbott BinaX Now home test kits. Make sure you get the proctored one. I believe it's the darker blue of the boxes. So be very careful on that. Only use the links that I provide here to buy them. Otherwise, you might not be so lucky. Okay, so let's hop into Carnival Cruise Line, because now they are going to allow a limited amount of testing for a limited time at their home ports. From cruiseradio.net by Doug Parker, Carnival Cruise Line rolls out limited pre-cruise testing. For a limited time, Carnival is now offering pre-cruise COVID testing at their home ports with some restrictions. In response to guests complaining that they were having difficulty securing the pre-cruise testing within the narrow 2-day window during which it must be secured, unless you're unvaccinated, then you have a 3-day window, Carnival Cruise Line is now experimenting with testing at their home ports. It's important to note that this option is only available to vaccinated guests booked on November sailings. Additionally, reservations are required in advance. As for the cost, a charge of $100 per person will be added to your onboard Sail and Sign account on the ship. In a letter sent out to passengers from Carnival, they say, "Since capacity is limited, we kindly ask this option to be used only by those guests who were unsuccessful in making other testing arrangements. This program is being offered on a trial basis, and if successful, will be expanded to future sailings." And the letter went on to say that guests are encouraged to use the Abbott BinaX Now COVID-19 Ag Card home test, like I mentioned a minute ago, which includes a viral antigen home test kit and the services of a telemedicine professional who supervises the administration of the test. And the best part, you get your results in about 15 minutes, right away. Depending on where you cruise from, the tests will be administered by one of two companies on your embarkation day. Guests sailing from Baltimore, Galveston, Long Beach, and New Orleans will be using DocGo. Those sailing out of Florida ports like Miami, Port Canaveral, and Tampa are using rapid cruise testing. So finally, Carnival's getting with the times and starting to realize that, oh crap, it's actually quite difficult to get your test results turned around in 2 days, especially when people have to travel, have to fly. There's so much money, travel, and time all wrapped up in people's cruise vacations. We needed an option like this, a little bit of an insurance policy, a little blanket to cover you in case everything else goes south, right? But I would note $100 price tag seems a little bit on the steep side. Now, with that said, if you buy the Abbott BinaX Now home test kits, if you get the 6-pack for $150, you can cruise 6 times, and your tests are $25 each. Not bad, huh? Okay, let's talk about a ship that we'll be sailing on March the 4th of next year. And that, of course, is the largest cruise ship ever to be built, Wonder of the Seas. From cruisehive.com by Robert McGilvery, the world's largest cruise ship departs the Shipyard to receive her final touches. Oh, Wonder of the Seas, you look so good. I cannot wait to cruise on this ship. The largest cruise ship ever built, Wonder of the Seas, is setting sail from the Shipyard for the last time. So the Chantiers d'Atlantique Shipyard has completed the majority of construction on Wonder of the Seas, and now she's heading down to Marseille, France, where her final touches will be received. At over 236,000 gross tons, Wonder of the Seas is not just the largest cruise ship in the world, a title that she takes over from Symphony of the Seas. She's absolutely monstrous. She's in fact 5% larger than the original Oasis class ship, Oasis of the Seas. And if you look here, I can't believe it's already been 12 years since the first Oasis class vessel launched back in 2009. That's astonishing it's astonishing how fast time flies. Honest to gosh. Wonder of the Seas is sailing from the Shipyard where she's been under construction for the last 2.5 years. And she's making her way towards the French city of Marseille. After a short sailing, which will see the ship make her way along the French and Portuguese coastlines, as well as past Gibraltar, she'll arrive in Marseille to receive her final touches. Construction on this ship started back in 2019 when the first steel was cut in April. Her keel was then laid in October, and she floated out for the first time ever in September of 2020 for her sea trials. Measuring 1,188 feet in length, Wonder of the Seas has space for almost 7,000 passengers at full occupancy, in addition to 2,300 crew members being on board. bringing the total number of people this ship can hold just south of 10,000. That is astonishing. Literally, there are cities or towns that don't have 10,000 people living there. So this ship is basically a floating city. Honestly, maybe we should all have the right to vote on board. Once she completes her final touch-up in the south of France, Wonder of the Seas will set course towards the United States, where she's expected to start operations from March of 2022. The ship will sail from her new home port in Fort Lauderdale to the Caribbean for the first time ever on March 4th. We will be on that sailing. If you'd like to cruise with Midships, go ahead and book it. The cabins start around $700, $800 per person, of course, double occupancy. So, you know, you're looking to spend probably $1,800 to $2,000 just to get a seat on board Wonder of the Seas. And Wonder of the Seas is not the only brand new ship Royal Caribbean has up their sleeve, because like we reported on previously, Icon of the Seas is set to follow up sometime in 2024. It's that new LNG, liquefied natural gas powered cruise ship that Royal Caribbean's putting out, and it will be part of a brand new class of vessels called Icon Class, the very first one. If you made it this far into today's video, why haven't you subscribed to our channel yet? I got an email from YouTube the other day saying, Captain Corey, you don't have enough subscribers for some reason. You're not hitting the normal metrics that we like to see. So if y'all would do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. I won't pester you. It doesn't cost anything. It's free, and you'll get wonderful cruise news delivered right to your homepage every time you log into YouTube. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button on this video to tell YouTube to push this out to other cruisers. And until tomorrow, we'll see you on the Midship.